Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Texans Franchise. Today we have a very, 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 very tough matchup here against the Kansas City Chiefs. Might actually be the hardest I've ever had here in Madden 23, especially with the Houston Texans franchise here. We've seen a lot of good things from this team, glimpses on defense even, which is very good. But we're gonna try to get the blanket coverage, right? But we're gonna have to try and lock up Patrick Mahomes, who we all know is the absolute, you know, I don't know, top dog, I guess we can call it. And I actually didn't go through and get all these done. And I do have left stick drift. I forgot about that. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Um, I'll actually go ahead and do these all real quick. And the last one that we'll do here is actually Eric Walker. We see 85 medium accuracy, 83 short accuracy, 81 deep accuracy. Throw power is solid. Break sack speed, everything like that is pretty good. But what we're going to try to do here is just make him the most like rounded quarterback we can. I think that's by upgrading Scrambler at this point. We're going to see carrying goes up one. Definitely want him to get some very very good upgrades, but out of Middle Tennessee State, no one really expected him to come in and play the role he's been playing for us. He's been very good, and I think that we have, if I'm not mistaken, we may have off of the injury report. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill someone if I have to deal with this, dude. It's so dumb. I hate it. It might even be an input thing. Like I think it happens too often. Yeah, we have no Baron Browning on the injury list, so he'll play outside linebacker for us. Not quite off the edge yet. He might soon, but I guess yeah. The last thing we can do here is weekly strategy, and me personally, I will go over the depth chart and whatnot. We're gonna have to try to guard the deep pass for sure, and right here, what we're gonna try to do on a good, I mean, if that's their best threat in the like pass department, I think that we have a good chance to throw on them for a little bit. Get one interception, 20. No, we can't get one interception. Are you kidding? 200 yards rushing, sure. 30 points or less, which is a high-powered offense. We're just going against. I expect a shootout. No sacks allowed and whatnot. All that good stuff. Go right past it. Simming training. Guessing that we will have a an injury or two. Dude, are you kidding? I cannot use like my left stick like at all. Will we go down? Baron Browning, obviously on the team now, and we'll be playing with the team. I will make sure to set the depth chart like I said as well. Looking in here, Lawrence House is the only one, the undrafted, or no, I guess he might have been close to undrafted. I don't think he was quite undrafted. I think a very late round pick for sure. And then let me go through our depth chart. Make sure everything's good. You'll see me in the game. We are piped up and ready to go here. We are playing in Kansas City. Obviously, not that enjoyable here in Arrowhead. A lot of bandwagoners, all their fans are whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of new fans since Mr. Mahomes showed up. But that's besides the point. We are here to play our best game and try to win our best game. And what's going to be really annoying with the stick drift is some movement with players is going to be horrible. Pass leading, maybe a little bit tough. Yeah, not the greatest of starts for seasons when it comes to Eric Walker for sure. Definitely expect him to start cleaning it up here soon as we get further into the season. Obviously, hasn't showed what he can do as a running back here on the team, or as a running back, as a quarterback on this team early. Antoine Harrell will start off the game in the backfield, go up for 4 yards on that one. We'll bring in James Cook now, try to run it for a second straight time. Trying to stay away from Chris Jones here, as he actually is more of a pass rusher than anything I have to worry about in the run game. Dante Ricard is such a stupid bum that couldn't figure out quite how to get out in front and make a block on someone, and you expect what's his face to be so patient, James Cook, but no, that's just not his game. We need Dante Ricard to move maybe a little bit better. I was thinking about even moving Quinn Miners over to the left guard and moving the other one, and Nico Collins actually drops that thing. That is a little bit interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Nico Collins drop anything just flat out like that. I don't. That's very rare occurrence, honestly. Just the second time us trying to throw the ball on that one, and we'll try to get this one out to James Cook to just get some positive yardage. up the field. And you see what that speed really brings, on a play that it didn't look blown up or anything like that, but just a more shallow play goes for 6 yards just on a little, whip out and whoop. And James Cook fights for the yards, of course, gets up there, and Lawton will actually go down with an injury while my stick drift starts to. I'm not sure if it's even stick drift. I'm going to be honest. I'm not even sure like what it is, and Eric Walker will try to get loose here and just have to throw this one away. Apparently, 90 speed is not enough to run away from a 500-pound man. Yeah, okay, we'll see about that one. Dude, I want a 500-pound to like race me. Dude, that'd be so fun. Can we get that throw on the run? Nico Collins actually brings this one in. Do like that throw right there from Nico Collins. Just trying to stay not quite conservative. We still want to be like aggressive with the play call and everything like that. But it's more of the keep the out of hand decisions to a minimum. Try not to get super unrealistic or super whatever. We just need to continue to try and play our best game the best way that we can and the best way that we came to play. And James Cook will follow his left guard with, or actually that might have been, what's his face? I actually like a play up here. Can I get there? Sure, I'll just go cross drag, dude. Screw this. Throwing it here for on 3rd and 4 could prove to be a little difficult. Not when you've got Trey McBride, who will fight, but not quite get there. And so we'll go to Antoine Harrell up the middle of the field. Blanked out, happens, I guess. Antoine Harrell back onto the field for his 2nd straight carry. Be his 3rd of the drive, actually. Might be his a career high yards per, or, plays per drive, as he was actually rushing the ball for, I think, the 3rd or 4th time in that drive. We see him come on. He's pretty limited, actually. But when he's on, he proves to be good. Rushes for about 4 per carry. In between the tackles, does what he needs to do to push the pack back. And we'll actually look at this Chiefs team. Not quite a 99 overall Patrick Mahomes, but he's up to a 98. And then they have a couple of injured guys down here. So Rosenthal will actually get the nod at halfback. Juju Smith-Schuster, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and Will Adams, Bo Melton, and Daniel Watkins actually is a tight end. We'll get the go-ahead here. Sky Moore should be interesting to see. Kadarius Toney they acquired, and Juju, or Boo Smith-Schuster is still there. J.J. Baker, the tight end that we actually wanted. They're going to look to come in and take care of that Travis Kelce role. Orlando Brown, 91, Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Grant Hackett, Lucas Niang. Definitely have a strong side to their offensive line. George Karlaftis, Zuni, oh god, no. Chris Jones, Duvon Lawton, who just actually went down. Elijah Bagley might get some snaps. Deon Gray, the former outside linebacker for our team, will end up over here on the Kansas City Chiefs. Middle linebacker Nick Bolton and Jaron Tapp, Duke Weston in there as well. Dale Ross. Trent McDuffie's at an 87 overall. L'Jarius Sneed, and then Johnny Sheard. So we might actually see some work here from our deep wide receiver, like maybe Nico Collins, who we've already found a couple of times. I'm not saying he dropped or that he didn't drop it every time, but I'm just saying that he did something every time with it. And Derek Stingley Jr. needs to come down with that in bounds. No doubt about it. That would have been awesome to see, but didn't quite make that one happen. So we're going to have to hold on to our horses here with this damn stick drift and try to get out there. What is Kevin Waddle doing? I don't know how he gets stuck on a block there, but Rosenthal, good for 5 yards. And holy... Okay, this is going to be a major issue. I can already tell you that. Can we stop that, please? Like, at all costs. Can we, please? And wide open, Bobby Biddle. You can't really expect him to make that one. Is that JJ? Yo, if that is JJ Baker, he is massive. That might be JJ. It's JJ Baker. His first one goes for 30 yards. You've got to be kidding. This guy is going to be an absolute tank. I don't know. He's going to be hard to beat, that's for sure, though. Max Warwick actually came in and made that tackle right there. We want to play a little bit closer coverage than that, if I'm being honest. I'll go to Kevin Waddle here. Try to contain, the run or whatever. Trayvon Diggs lets up another catch. What can I really say? Trayvon Diggs has really just been maybe one of the worst, most disappointing pieces of our team this season. Just absolutely has no chill. Can we move with Christian Harris? We can't move with Christian Harris down the field. That is like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then yeah, Trayvon Diggs can't come off his block. It's a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. This stick drift is absolutely gonna kill me. I might have to just switch controllers. I don't know. And yes, I restarted my computer. We are back. All right. I think it might have been a programming issue. So we're going to see if we still have it. If I do, expect the biggest rage quit you guys will ever see. I promise you that much. Yeah, but we are back right where we picked off here. Or right, what? Right where we left off. Where? Okay, whatever. Cool. All right. Well, it's still here, meaning I have to get a new fucking controller, which means I'm gonna cry, dude. I don't buy PS5 controllers for them to just shit on themselves, dude. It's so stupid. I can't believe I spend my valuable money on such an expensive controller for it to break so easily. Dude, I've literally... I hate it. I have such a poor review, but it's just something I cannot move away from is this damn controller now. It's ridiculous, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe I have freaking stick drift with the PS5 controller after not even that much use. I'm hoping it's like something with the cold, because I've realized that PS5 controllers are sometimes just so out of whack. Oh god, yeah, I wanted to secure catch that with James Cook. I wish those routes moved a little bit slower, I'm not going to lie. Yes, if you guys haven't noticed, I am done with my little rant there. We'll go to Jonnu Smith maybe for his first Texans target. Too bad, can't do that, and can't call any sort of play I want here, because that would be illegal. Goodness gracious, man. You guys are just going to hear me complain all video long. I can already tell you that much. Can we get this one to Trey McBride up for the first down? It feels like that's open every single time we throw it. Or we call that play, or whatever you want to say. I'm going to go to the left side here. There's just no... I think that's Nick Bolton or Chris whatever. But Glenn Durry really does a really bad job of catching whoever the hell that was. I think it might have been a safety. But just doesn't do a good job of capturing that one. Nico Collins does a good job despite being an inaccurate throw. Literally like wanted to get it picked off right there, but some reason doesn't. I don't know. This game's whack. It's weird. It's different. It's just dumb at some points. And we have struggled to actually run the ball on this Kansas City Chiefs offense right here. It is kind of having me in a little bit of a pickle, just having to throw it every time. And just try to at least make the right reads, you know? Oh boy, we were getting chased under pressure. Trey McBride tried, but Justin Reed was there. In fact, to let him, do his thing. I will most likely get sacked. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, the get sacked option thing is out of there. Eric Walker does not feel like he has 90 speed. I'm just saying, the guy moves like an absolute brick in the pocket, right? I press accelerate. There. You see where I press it, and he just gets up. Okay, has the ball, right? And then goes. Bro. I'm not going to get him anywhere. I promise you that much. It's so stupid. I'm a better athlete than a quarterback with 90 speed, right? Like that. I don't know. Shit's crazy. We're going to need to stop these deep crossers. Trayvon Diggs literally just let up another one. J.J. Baker is going to be baking against us right now. That is his second catch already for maybe over, I was going to say close to 50 yards or over. But yeah, we've really got to figure out this team here. So we just don't seem to be doing the right things at the right times. I wanted him to be on a slant. Ends up just being on a little 2 yards and out. Or I guess 2 yards and in, right? But $10,000 says Trayvon Diggs blows his coverage against whoever he's against. J.J. Baker, I meant to say. 3rd and 4, we've forced it this far, I guess, right? So we've got to stick with it. We're going to bring, I think, 6, I think that is right there. And just try to play like the underneath card and Jalen Petrie. J.J. Baker and Patrick Mahomes seem to be literally unstoppable. I was going to take J.J. Baker. I mean, he's just so good. Right, and I just wanted to take him super bad. I feel like he would have been a difference maker on this team, and turns out he probably would have been. But at this point, man, I'm just happy with where we're at right now. We start the season, I think 4-0, right? Just trying to get the little wins out of the way, and then worry about big wins like this one that could be absolutely major. for a season. And Rosenthal has been running all over us. 4 rushes, 41 yards. Kind of tells us, where our defense is at. Jalen Petrie over here. I'm gonna try to get guard like in here area, just kind of like the underneaths everywhere. And why is that so open? We have literally 2 zones blanketing that whole area. Um, I don't know. Everything looked open to me actually. And we have definitely struggled today on the ground. I've mentioned this before, but I don't know if you guys were listening. But we'll go for Jahan Dotson, who we just can't get it to right now. They kind of just don't seem to be clicking right now. I will put Trey McBride on a slant right here, hoping it gets open. Does really quick, and Trey McBride. I don't know if you guys know this, but Trey McBride has actually been playing a pretty significant role here in these as a safety blanket more than anything in this first little bit of the season, and I think I'll actually go for Nico Collins. Very lucky that's not intercepted. How does that triple coverage in the end of the day? Like how? I guess is what I'm trying to really ask myself here. No, there are too many players on the right side of the field for me to be throwing that screen, and everybody knows it. And James Cook will run the ball for a good 6 yards right there. I was gonna say 6 or 7. We do end up getting 6 on that one. I will go play action. I probably will look for Jahan Dotson or Trey McBride. Uh, Dumb throw. Probably shouldn't have thrown that one. I felt like that was the most logical one. 60-yard field goal. Cade York probably could come out and make child's play of this one right here. But we'll go up with it. Don't get the maximized power because I thought that my stick drift screwed over. But it doesn't matter. This one's good from 60 with a lot to spare, actually. So Cade York from the middle of the logo will absolutely slam that thing for a 60-yarder. We'll make it 13-14. I don't like our odds at stopping this team either, though. All we are good at on defense is simply stopping the run and like creating a turnover or two. Today, we have not been able to do either as Greg Rosenthal, who is that? That is the NFL analyst. As Eric Rosenthal will go out and actually, continue to run all over us, not to mention. And look at this, dude. How can you make this up? I mean, they are just finding so much success on the ground right now. And to think that this would be the guy they do it with is just absolutely absurd. Yeah, AI run blocking is, by the way, I think it's up a lot. I think that it's up to 100 now, if I'm not mistaken. So that is also another reason why this is all happening. But yeah, they've showed that they can definitely throw the ball, or run the ball. So we're gonna actually try to throw the ball. Try to cover the throws the hard ways, and that's by trying to at least settle down the run. And I accidentally get onto Matabuike here. And Christian Harris will get beat. Will try to wrap up, I guess. Not before 7 yards. Patrick Mahomes is 11 of 13, 126 and a tutty. I mean, he's playing like QB number 1, and obviously he is. So we'll try to get J.J. Baker with someone here. Man, I mean, I wish I could have wrapped up earlier with Jalen Petrie, but somehow rub elbows again, and it just doesn't work out. There is a timeout called. I'm curious why. We've got to be close to the 2-minute warning then, huh? If we are there. Oh, we're already past the 2-minute warning. Okay, that's good to know. I need to have a little bit more awareness. I'm working off of 5 hours of sleep one night and then not so many the other. So, I'd say maybe 5 and 6 hours of sleep the last 2 nights. So I'm not really on the top of my game. It's nothing like that keeps you from a day-to-day, like whatever, but my mind is just not really working at the highest level right now. And I think that is very, verbally obvious. And Juju Smith-Booster in the back of the end zone. We got 3 timeouts and time to go down. So we're just going to need someone to either beat someone downfield or just get open. I think that's Darnell Money right there. We'll call our first timeout. 35 seconds is not something to mess around with. We've got very little time to do very much work. And we saw field goal range isn't too far out ahead of us. And I think that we have the best chance if we give Jahan Dotson a good route here. And a good throw up the sideline. Jahan Dotson there. And Corey Weston will actually go down. It won't take one of our timeouts, though. Maybe because he was out of bounds. So that could be it. I'm 100% sure it was it. We're going to try to either find someone, James Cook, give him a chance at the end zone. We'll go timeout. Then maybe throw one up or something. towards the end zone. We just marched down on this defense right here. We will keep Corey Weston in the game. I don't see why not. And maybe look for, I mean, Jahan Dotson even, if he's, there or whatever. Oh, God. He was not there. That is not the route he's supposed to be running. He runs straight into the back of the end zone until he hits literally the back, turns very slowly, and runs. Like, dude, nice route. That was awesome. I want to see you do that again. It's so stupid. The game sucks, all right? We got 21 seconds to deal with. We've got a very good quarterback that is supposed to have 90 speed. Just doesn't show, all right? It just doesn't show. He doesn't have 90 speed. I'm almost 110% sure there. And who is that doing that wild dance? I'm scared. I'm scared if we're going against people like that. Are you kidding? That is elite level dancing. We do have room. We do have space. We're going to throw this one away. Everything is covered downfield. Eric Walker sure as hell doesn't have 90 speed, and we're going to have to settle for a damn field goal here. I don't know why I'm putting full power on this one. Doesn't matter. We absolutely drill it. Straight down the middle, 16-21. They'll have the ball actually after the half, too. Now, you guys are probably screaming at me saying, it's his stamina. I know. All right, I know. But even when we came back on for the first time on the field again, you guys can look at this one. Jonathan Taylor's perfection. 9 attempts, 164, and 2 touchdowns is just not human. But, I know, but we had all day off the field, and then to come back on and feel like we absolutely have no speed is just crazy. Russell Wilson and the Broncos in this simulation here aren't actually that bad. Off to a 3-1 start on the season. Jacksonville and Atlanta. Who do we got here? Justin Herbo. Jay Herbo, 275, 3 touchdowns. Antonio Gibson. Travis Etienne had a game. Trevor Lawrence stayed efficient, so I guess that's a plus on all that. Finished the game 24-19 to start off a Jags season right at 4-0 the right way. And so we'll be back. We'll be kicking it off to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs here on against their offense. I don't really expect to do much about it. I might have to turn my tackling slider on. I know you guys didn't see it, but Mr. Boo Boo Smith-Schuster did not just break 3 of my tackles. That's the same thing that happened last time with J.J. Baker and Jalen Petrie, where J.J. basically does this really hard turn, and then Petrie just runs right past him. Nothing you can do about it, especially as a user. You just run right past it because it's such a stupid movement that it's just not right that you're trying to cover that with a freaking whatever. And yeah, look at that. They just feel you coming, and then they do this really unrealistic thing where they levitate to the other direction. It's absolutely ridiculous. So much for realistic gameplay, right? That's why next gen would actually be kind of nice, despite me, being horrible. Never, tried. Look at that. That is so stupid. I hope I just proved every single point I made in this video. That play alone right there. That is so stupid. Did you see him? He literally levitated to the right spot. Just because Christian Harris was about to make a good play on the ball, just because. All right, and this one thrown up into a bunch of Texans right there, and it looks like they will punt from the 50. Fortunately, they weren't able to pin us deep, but we will go to Jahan Dotson, try to make something happen. That might even be his first of the game on the first play of the second. Oh, wait, no, that's right. He had the big catch to put us in field goal position at the end of last whatever. And we will actually go for Darnell Mooney. Somehow we'll make a play on it right there. What the hell? How do you make a play on that when you're that out of it? I don't know how that even makes sense. Probably should run the ball right here, but I just don't care. Considering that we'll have a wide open Nico Collins, but the shittiest quarterback to walk on planet Earth. And we'll have to punt when we had the first opportunity to take the lead because we're so bad at the game. Dude, Eric Walker cannot play like this on 3rd and 3. Wide open, great pocket, nothing happening. I'm going to throw it at 10 yards in front of you. Dive for it, idiot. It's not how it works. Dude, can we struggle anymore against this team? Baron Browning got one of his first snaps of the game. Literally just to, just to blow the coverage that he was on. And then literally no chance we ever get that ever. That was completely the CPU missing him. It wasn't even a user error with CJ Gardner-Johnson. It was straight up a CPU just ran past him. Why? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because the game heavily favors the CPU in that situation. Oh, maybe. Christian Harris for his second loss of the game right there, or second TFL. I don't know, man. I hate the way that Madden works. Obviously, it could be a lot better. But obviously could also be a lot worse as J.J. Baker makes a good catch through some contact right there, kind of in the middle of everything. We will go ahead and bring the blitz. I'm pretty sure they want us to do that, but we will allow them to want us to do that. And Baron Browning, can someone else help Christian Harris make any sort of play on the ball right there? This would really be appreciated if they just take their points right here, and looks like they will. Um, right here, I can see this being a great title game right here. This one is up and good, 24-16. It is still a one possession game, but we need a 2-point conversion to tie. I know you guys are probably shouting at me to run the frickin' ball, but it's just not what has been working today. And it seems like passing it hasn't either, considering Eric Walker is a walking L. This guy doesn't know how to throw a football if a football threw him, dude. I'm telling you, this guy sucks, man. I have never seen a worse quarterback in my life, man. I don't even know what to tell you. He's that bad. We're going to run it to James Cook right at Chris Jones. Why? Because we don't care. Why are we going to do that? Because we're probably going to not end up getting it. But that is what's going to happen every single rush. I know I could have followed my block a little bit better. Is that Deion Gray making that play? That is ridiculous. That even has a chance to make a play. I want that safety to drop. I want one-on-one opportunity with not L'Jarius Sneed. I'd rather not find out. Jahan Dotson caught that, but out of bounds. Not a poorly thrown ball. I can't pin that one on Eric Walker there, but we have definitely been able to try and get. Okay, all right, okay. Lucas Hicks will come in for the remainder of this drive here, if we convert on third down. Very tough chance here. I could see Trey McBride getting open if Nick Bolton doesn't drop into coverage. Turns out he does. And Lucas Hicks actually looks a little bit more mobile than Eric Walker did. Dude, I hate the CPU in this fucking game, dude. It sucks. We have him down on the 2. All we have to do is just kind of work at it here. But no. Okay, so here's the stupidest thing alive, right? So when they actually need yards when they're backed up to their own end zone, there is nothing you can do to stop them from gaining yards. It's impossible to force the CPU into a safety when they are backed up to that situation. It's impossible. I promise you will never be able to do it. It is so stupidly stupid that it just never happens. It will never happen. It won't ever happen to anybody. It doesn't matter who walks this earth. I mean, nobody. And what are we doing? Trayvon Diggs just lets up another one. Diving for it. Juju Smith-Boosters out of there. Oh, Juju got a boo-boo. That sucks to suck, idiot. Let's keep going. Honestly. We need to keep this offense honest here. We need to force a turnover, maybe a good... Oh, my God. How is that a completed pass? How is J.J. Baker that good? How is Patrick Mahomes threading the needle on that one right there, too? I've got a lot of questions for this team. And, it comes with great responsibility. But here comes in Christian Harris, maybe for his third TFL of the game. I feel like he's the only consistent GOAT of this team. I think that he might be one of the best Texans defenders in the history of the Houston Texans, honestly. Need someone to, get thrown to here. This one will be thrown up to C.J. Gardner-Johnson to pick this one off. And, I don't know where the brain-deadedly, was going with that. But Patrick Mahomey just threw it up to my homie. The whole Lucas Hicks thing was part of a joke. I probably want Eric Walker in over him. Even though Lucas Hicks plays great when he's in, right? Don't get me wrong. He's not a bad, passer of the football or anything like that. It's not Eric Walker. Trey McBride is down for the second time in this game. Give me frickin' Jonnu Smith and A.J. Long at this point. I don't know who else would come in, right? But sure, just give me the next two guys. Get Jonnu involved. This early, he got to a 1st and 10. Good. I was hoping that was a 1st and 10. I like Darnell Mooney on this out route right here, and if not, maybe look underneath to a certain someone. I'm not sure quite who yet. Try to keep this one down. Darnell Mooney trying to bring this one in. I keep wanting to get him involved. He just never finds himself open. I feel like that is probably the main concern with him, is just never finding him open. And this one, what in the... That was supposed to... I threw it to Nico Collins, by the way. You can never win with this stupid game, dude. I'll tell you this right now. You never win. You never win. You never win a game of your life with this game, man. I'm telling you. Eric Walker, finally 90 speed, showing up, showing out. Oh my god. The only man on planet Earth that is happy right now is me. Oh my god. I can't believe that this game is so bad that it, like allows this to happen in it. Jonnu Smith underneath will be chased down from Nick Bolton too, no surprise. Definitely did not expect a good result there, like a great result, I guess. Dante Ricard probably needs to get out a little bit faster than that, but did a good job at his main job, I guess, and like what his main issue is. Probably put Jahani on a little bit of go-go route right here and see if he can burn someone at least. And they brought some blitzes, man. Holy. This one, we'll just have to throw this one out and away. We've tried to throw the ball 34 times today. We are really trying to get going with, our guy Eric Walker. Trying to throw to Jonnu Smith. Seems to be a little bit better, than we've seen from AJ Long as terms as, like, reliability goes. We've already thrown the ball to him 4 times, just trying to keep it simple. And, holy, Delonte Clancy goes out now, filling in for the injured Quinn Miners. Will be moved on to our third string. It's Joe Halen that's actually going to come in and play guard. And, yeah, this is why we can't run the ball. We have not been able to run the ball this whole entire time. Delonte Clancy, Joe Halen will come in now. I mean, what are we supposed to do? James Cook out of the backfield. Do I want him on a curl route or an out route? I think out route probably would be a little bit better if he wasn't bumped. Run away from Nick Bolton. Get out and around. Holy. Now we just need a 2-point conversion. We've got a tie game in the fourth quarter here. It's not late in the fourth. Okay. Actually, it's pretty late in the fourth quarter. Why is James Cook on? He should definitely not be on the field right now. Okay, Darnell Mooney. I hate the way that like this game works with pass interference and whatnot and formations. It's just stupid. 22-24 though. Can I complain about any more things about this game? Fumble! Oh my god, there's a fumble on the... Oh my god, I will definitely go into replay to show you guys what happened here. But Steve Surgeon finds himself in the end zone. We'll go to instant replay here. This one kicked off by Corey Bojorquez, obviously in bounds. Who is it that created it? Who is that? It's Baron Browning, who comes in, absolutely rocks him, knocks down his teammate in the process. I think that's a Fitu Malafonu. Steve Surgeon swoops that thing up, speeds into the end zone, and just like that, we have ourselves a good one right here. We can go up by 6 or 5. I think that I just, choose to go up by 5 points here. Yeah, we've definitely got to close out the rest of this game now. 29-24. We are not messing around. What we need to do, we need to make this team nervous that we can start playing good defense when realistically that is just not the case. That is just not it. That we don't have any sort of defensive presence at all. And I'm surprised that's not a touchdown on that play right there with all that time with Patrick Mahomes, or that he didn't scramble out of the pocket and make a pass while he was completely vertical, right? But I will definitely come back down and try to make a play. And yeah, no, that's fine. Kadarius Toney in probably the smallest, most unlikely window that there is. Well, Patrick Mahomes, despite even only rushing 3, that he might have 20 or maybe 30 seconds in the pocket that I might have to manually go down and maybe make a play. I'd watch out for the run right here. These little snakes, you never know what they're gonna do. And this one is thrown up and out of bounds. So when we are committing to the pass right now, and we seem to be doing a good job about covering it for the most part. But when one thing goes loose, they're going to get 20 yards. So definitely something to watch out for as time goes on in this one. And you've got to be lying. I don't believe you. Nope, this one. Oh my god. I have longer arms than Christian Harris if he can't catch that. Are you kidding? I am literally the shortest man alive, and I can tell you I'm making this interception. Please. Okay, right. Reverse field. The ball is... It's a straight line over his head. And what the... I pressed triangle. Trust me, I pressed it. Stupid linebackers in this game don't animate for shit, dude. I can't believe this game is making as much money as it does each and every year with just how bad and how pure, like, just horrible it is. Jeff Okudah, Kevin Waddle try to gang up. If anything, we want them to score now if they're going to score at all, so that way we actually have time to score back. I mean, this is so ridiculous, man. I can't believe the the time and effort that we've been able to put into this team. And what was that Kevin Waddle animation right there? Madubuike gets straight into the backfield for him though. Probably want to pinch the line, use Kevin Waddle right here, and just absolutely stuff the line here, and it won't work because they passed the ball, and that was the weakest pass rush I've ever seen. Do we want to call a timeout here? Probably not. I say we let it run all the way down to the 2-minute warning, and then we could start calling our timeouts, considering the circumstances here that if they score, we are definitely going to have to go down and make a last-minute effort to help us out on these plays right here. But Christian Harris at the top. Who else we got? What do we got? What do we got? And this one, Trayvon Diggs, best interception of maybe his career, most important one at least. Oh my God, Patrick Mahomes just made the biggest mistake of his life, throwing that one right there. Antoine Harrell into the game, and this one is not most likely done. Like obviously they can still do a bunch, but if Antoine Harrell can run the ball, and effectively that is, we might have a good chance. Or I guess if our running backs can, it doesn't really quite have to be Antoine Harrell. Maybe see Damian Pearson here. Has not got a single snap on the field in this game. But James Cook does go up. And we just want to make sure that they can get rid of their timeouts. That is all we want to do right here is just get rid of their 3 timeouts, make them make a decision. Maybe even run the clock out. We have a chance to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which isn't crazy, right? That isn't crazy. And we are definitely short of the third or the first down marker due to some bullshit that you can't expect at this point. But they are out of their timeouts. They are literally going to have to fend for their own at this point. There is nothing holding them back. We will absolutely slang that thing. And Mike Levins right there to Mike Levins and Jeff Okudah right there to stop him on the 21. That one had some hang time to it, about 7 seconds of airtime. And literally just got to keep it going on defense here. It is such a rough game. This is. And Christian Harris just, get baited. Patrick Mahomes, third of the game. Patrick Mahomes, man, he cannot be baited like that. Madubuike is down. Oh, that's Zach Terrell. Oh, my goodness. This game's over. 4 turnovers for the Kansas City Chiefs. 0 for us, and that has really been the difference in this game. My goodness, I can't believe we just won that. And we will go ahead and look at the player stats in this one. Eric Walker was 17 of 36, not good. 216 yards, I guess, is fine. And a touchdown, which is okay. It's better than 3 interceptions from Patrick Mahomes. Patrick McFraud over here. Muffraud. I don't know where I was going with that one. Anyway, Patrick Mahomes, obviously some costly mistakes there at the end of the game. His last 2 plays on the field, I think, were indeed interceptions. So it is very, very tough to be Patrick Mahomes right now, but we saw Eric Walker come in, throw only 17 completions on 36 attempts, which is absurd. They were playing absolutely great defense. Earl Rosenthal actually ended up doing a pretty nice job with the ball. James Cook had his. He had his chance, right? 14 attempts is still very good. Antoine Harrell got 6 attempts. Both of them averaged close to 4 per carry and only a touchdown for Antoine Harrell. And yet another game. J.J. Baker, we saw move against us. Of course, the rookie out of LSU that we wanted to draft in the first round probably would have been a smart idea. Turns out it wasn't really. But Texans receivers very well spread around. We do see an injury from Trey McBride, but Darnell Mooney, Nico Collins was involved. Jahan Dotson probably less than he probably wanted to be. James Cook, despite having a pretty quiet day, still gets 4 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. I say that's pretty good. Defensively, though, Christian Harris was the story. 18 tackles, 3 TFLs, and an interception to seal the game for us. Absolutely. Linebacker out of Alabama can absolutely fly and, take his team to wins defensively. 29-24 will be your final. Antoine Harrell has a upgrade here. It will be interesting to see what his ratings are. 89 speed, 92 excel, 86 agility. I think if we just keep developing him as a power back, I know it didn't really work out as well for Dameon Pierce, but I think that Antoine Harrell just actually has that it factor about him. 23-year-old rookie. Obviously, you wish he was probably a little bit younger. Pass block and run block is good here on Dante Ricard, but I think pass block power has got to go up. I think pass block power is the one thing that's really taking him down here, and I think that we'll get that with power if I'm not mistaken. should get some pass block power added to his game. He's good. Run block power and run block. Cool. I didn't ask for that though. His speed and acceleration are great. 73 agility as well. Also very nice to see. But we just come out with two back-to-back insanely close games, 34-31. We win that one possession game. 29-24, really close, but we come out with that one. We were 5-0 to start the season. We have the Titans to worry about too, though, in our division, who are kind of on a hot one right now. It seems to be. Preparing for an offense led by Patrick Mahomes probably results in a lot of sleepless nights, so getting this win must feel nice. I agree, it's pretty good. Definitely, he's a great player. Blah, 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 whatever. Cool. Don't care. We get defensive XP, or it might have been the whole team XP, actually. And we get to actually go next week against a division opponent and see what we can do against them in week number 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and the Colts are 3-2. Titans are actually 5-0 to start this one off. Jags 4-1. So we've got a lot to deal with. I'm guessing that this will either be it's got to be Christian Harris, and then yeah, I mean we've got a couple of key matchups coming up soon with division wise. But we just beat two of the hardest games we'll have all series long. I promise you that much, and barely and probably shouldn't have won them, but we did. And so far into the season, this is what we got right here. Eric Walker, 1,200 yards is good. 89 pass completions on 139, 64% completion percentage. Has been a little bit better until this last game. Then it got worse, but Eric Walker throwing 8 for 8. It's not bad if we can stop on the interceptions for sure. And then yeah, we've got this dual punch happening right now in the backfield, and I think Dameon Pierce has pretty much just been factored out at this point. These two have absolutely been crushing it. Antoine Harrell gets a touchdown nearly every single game. And I forgot to mention Eric Walker is actually almost up to 100 yards rushing on the season already. So something that's trying to evolve in his game. And then Jahan Dotson has easily been there for us, probably our most consistent receiver at getting open. But as far as touchdowns go, we don't see as much from him as we see from Nico Collins has 2, Darnell Mooney has 2, Trey McBride even has 2, James Cook with 1. Jonnu Smith got his first work this week, was actually used a lot with the injury from Trey McBride, but the team's really starting to come into its own. I think that we're seeing a lot happen here. And then, yeah, Christian Harris is leading the team in tackles and TFLs by miles. I mean, it just doesn't get better than him in the league right now, in my opinion. He's playing like an absolute generational talent out of Alabama. What else do you really want from him? But, I mean, he's just been so good. Leads the team in sacks. Yeah, leads the team in sacks. Zach Terrell not even too far behind him. But he just does his thing. Christian Harris kind of just is Christian Harris. 15 TFLs, 3 interceptions, 67 tackles all around. An absolute stud of a player. I'm going to actually go to quarterback right here, or passing, and look at time sacked, because I can almost guarantee you that we actually have Eric Walker's got to be close at least. Eric Walker out of starting quarterbacks probably start here. Yeah, is tied for first with Eric Walker right here. Gets sacked very minimum times. Good offensive line, and also very good at escaping sacks and throwing it away at the right time. So got good decision making as well. I do want to check interceptions though. We can't be too far off the top of the league, and we are not. Mac Jones actually has quite a bit as well. So yeah, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more like this. We'll see some Texans franchise. You guys were originally supposed to see maybe a rebuild today. That didn't happen. That'll happen this next weekend. I might even get it out a little earlier than that. But yeah, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.